Well, I don't know what to tell you today. Tried to gather as much information about it as possible, and this is the information that has come across my way. Ezekiel Elliott is reported to have tested positive for the COVID 19. But what Ezekiel Elliott is mostly concerned about is the fact of how this information came about. This didn't come about in the format it should have. It came back in a format in a way that didn't seem or sit with the majority of us as legal. And he even tweeted it out, HIPAA. The HIPAA law is supposed to protect athletes from, or just people, period, of having their information of health concerns private, unless the person wants to reveal it. But according to the HIPAA law, that's supposed to go with medical personnel and I believe police officers, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if it pertains here to athletes or the NFL. I don't know their policy off my top of my head. But he believes he should be protected by the HIPAA law because it was mostly singled out. Well, he was, because he probably was the biggest name that tested. Now, we come to find out there's some Houston Texans players also tested positive, but their name is being withheld from the public. Now, these type of alarms have the whole industry up in arms as far as what is the future going to hold for next season, because everybody's geared up and ready to go to get this season underway. And this would be a detraction and a setback if this case was to stall or fall short right at the goal line. Football analogy. Now, training camp starts in another month. How are you going to conduct training camps in another month? It's going to be very difficult. They're trying to eliminate huddles, which is ridiculous because how are you going to get plays across if you're not huddling? This whole theme and the whole seams of it is rather retarded in some points. But then again, what else could you do? You got to have some type of economy going around. Can't have a bunch of people out of work. Okay, people got to start living at some point. So when you seeing all these things transpire, also you know that you need to understand that this is billions of dollars. It's not just about lives. And that's how other people are going to look at it. They're going to say, we're going to lose a couple of apples out of the basket, but we got to protect the basket, the apples that's in the basket. We're not going to risk losing all the apples in the basket to go back and save some that dropped out. We got to keep moving. Now, at no time was it mentioned about Black Lives Matter or anything like that. The concern was strictly about the major concern that they're facing, which was the COVID 19, that people seem to have omitted and like forgotten about during this whole, you know, pandemic and movement and moving around. What is the next step? Well, it's quite clear. The next step is come to some type of ground where they can do the best they can. You know, you can't shut down the entire league because three people got it. It's just, if you do that, then you're not going to come back. Taking a year off or a season off would not only destroy your league, it destroys the economy to the point where it will never recover. Because now the fear is there forever. Forever. And there's nothing anybody could do to take that fear away. Now, how would this affect other sports? Seeing other athletes and what they're getting it, it's bringing conversation up. Because you're looking at this bubble thing that they're talking about and how dangerous that is. It's more dangerous if you have like a wolf in the hen house and you lock the wolf inside of the hen house. You know, so that's that. If you lock the wolf inside of the hen house, then can't nobody else leave. You know, that's a weird feeling for people. So the NBA is gonna have these conversations, even though they announced they're starting. They gotta have these conversations with people. Like, look, we gotta have some type of economy coming in. This isn't about us. It's about the girl that works at the hot dog stand who won't even be getting, they gotta pay them. Some of the owners gotta pay these employees that work there. So they want to get some revenue back going so they can get people back to work. That's what it's supposed to be about. Getting people back to work. Can we get there? That's the question. Can we get there? Well, Major League Baseball, for some reason, is thinking about canceling and shutting down the whole season and just coming back next year. Mainly because they never got their career. I mean, their season started. You know, they were ready to go and they just said, let's just shut the season down, come back next year. They never got rolling. So for them, they've lost so much that for them to come back, they would have what, 3, 4 months. It's hard to do it with baseball because baseball is played outdoors and it's gonna get cold. And what you want to do is finish before things get cold. It's a summer game. It's supposed to be played in the summertime. For Major League Baseball, they can't just play in Phoenix all day. Guys will pass out. you've lost the season. It's kind of difficult, but I think they've lost the season. Then, due to this, let's say the NFL do come back. Some of the things that's been, talked about was guys have to cover their mouth. How they gonna wear masks and play football? You can't. So now they trying to do something where they could, put some type of screen in front of the helmet or whatever. It's all of these things got to be redone. We've never faced anything like this, so people are doing the very best that they can. Now let's talk John Madden 21. John Madden 21. Today was the trailer release for John Madden 21. And you see, they got Action Jackson on the cover. And by the looks of it, looks like the same as Madden 20. No new features, just new characters, same play style ability, and if you got 20, all you got to do is basically update your roster and you're good to go, which I will be doing. So, why do I need to go out and grab I grab 21? I don't see a need to do it. So if you saw Madden 21, tell me what you think about it. Or if you, at the point right now, you should be getting ready to click one of the 4 videos there. You can hit up my Cash App, which is Carcino, or you can join me on the Patreon. We have a very interesting LeBron situation over there that nobody knew about. So definitely check me out in all these locations. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm out.